Hi guys. I wanted to separate this from the other video. I had a couple in here, and boy, talk about awkward turtle. They got in and they seemed to have a really good time. I picked them up by this bar. I forgot the name of it. I wonder if I could locate it. Anyway, it seemed really cool. It was right by the ocean, or in the intercoastal, rather. Anyway, it looked like it was happening, and they were all watching the game, and they came out really happy. And there was a long line. They're like, "That's my car! Yay! She got here!" So she jumps in, and I believe her name was Jennifer. And she's talking, "Hey, how's your night?" And that's really nice that they ask. Most people don't. They don't care what the driver's dealing with. So we start to drive, and all of a sudden, there's a conversation about parties and birthdays, and apparently she had done the birthday for him, but I guess her friend was texting him about doing something special for her or some kind of party or whatever. And from the moment she got in the car, I was like, well, what did I do wrong? I guess he was upset that she had given her friend his number. And I kind of understand both sides, try to be fair, I can understand. But if they're in a relationship, I mean, that's her best friend. I don't know. Just kind of seemed out of place. I guess she should have asked, "Hey, can I give her your number?" And then he probably would have said, "For what?" Well, and then ask her friend. Her friend would say, "Well, I'm trying to," and she was probably trying to do it, like low key, because her birthday was coming up. Anyway, the point is that she was texting him about her friend, which is his girlfriend's birthday. And he's like, "Well, what should I say to her?" And blah, blah, blah. And he seemed annoyed. So she was like, "Well, I think she's trying to plan my birthday." And he's like, "Well, what do I have to do with that? Like, I don't have time for that," and whatever. And so she's like, oh, I see. So it's too difficult. It takes too much time for you to plan my birthday. Okay. And she left it like that. So then she started beating herself up about it. I could hear her saying, "Yeah, because I'm always fucking it up, and I'm always doing this wrong, that wrong." And OMG, did that hit like a bullet in my stomach, in my soul, in my being. It was like, oh my gosh, it brought me back to my horrible relationships with all those horrible narcissistic men I dated, married to, dated, engaged to, whatever the situation was. It just brought back such bad memories. And I felt bad for her. I really did, because I could tell, and he kept telling her, to please be quiet, just to stop. I could tell that he is the controlling type who doesn't want anyone to see that he's narcissistic, because narcissistic people don't want others to know what they are really like. And so they make a persona. They hide very well the fact that they're controlling and insecure. All of that. They hide very well. And so I could tell that he was trying to hide it and didn't want the reaction to show up. So he kept telling her to be quiet, because I'm in the car, obviously. They're in my car. And she's like, "Well, I can't seem to do anything right." And, she was being defensive because he obviously has this control over her. And so, as we got closer, let me tell you, it was very awkward, like silence, like, "Oh my God, I want to say something to you. Like, that's such a big red flag. Run, get the hell away from him, fast." And she kept saying, "I'm just going to go home then. I'm not spending the night. I'm just going to go home." Well, you know what? I really hope she did go home. I know she didn't, though. I know she didn't, because I was there. I would do the same thing. Instead of keeping our word and just walking away from such a horrible, horrible relationship that is not going to turn out good. That is a huge red flag. When a person doesn't have the time or doesn't make the time to do something special for the person they're involved with, that tells you that they're very selfish and self-centered. You know, it just takes too much time, too much of his time, you know, to speak to her friend and figure out how to put a nice little party together, even if they met at a restaurant. That was just too much time. What does that say about a person? This is that person doesn't, that you don't matter to that person. That's what that's saying. That you do not matter enough for that person to take extra time away from their busy day. So if you don't matter because they're too busy for a birthday, then that's a clue to rethink the whole process. So I leave you with that. So remember, like, share, put on notifications, and follow. Good night.